Pranam, Namaskar. Thanks to all of you for your kind cooperations in my YouTube journey. Today we are traveling for the planet of peace, romance, love, relationship, wealth, and progeny also. That is the Venus, Sukra Dev, the creations of the world. From the creation to the death, Venus, Sukra Dev is there. For any kind of ailment, Sanjeevani Shakti, aids from the Venus. We have to calculate which zodiac sign is there, which Rasi is there, what is the characteristics. When Venus is posited in 5th house or any kind of link with the 5th house, the love and romance is there. Venus is posited in 12th house, getting very directional strain. 12th house, no planet get so much strength as Venus, Sukra Dev. Why? Sukra Dev is the bhog. To enjoy the life, we have to make expenses. And that expense are on the 12th house. So 12th house is very much beautiful for Venus. Lord of Venus, Lakshmi Devi. We are always worshipping Lakshmi Narayan. So that Lakshmi Devi is the deity, the lordship of Sukra Dev. Shukracharya, the guru of demon, is getting peaceful adjustment in the 12th house of Kalpurush Kundali in Pisces sign. Watery sign, very decent watery sign of Dev Guru Brihaspati. So in the house of Dev Guru Brihaspati, Shukracharya are getting exalted. In mean sign, mean zodiac sign, Venus is exalted. Venus is unique planet, already told from the progeny for the unification of male and female. To the last day of life, Venus is there. The Sanjeevani Shakti, Sukra Dev, gives to the demon for their alive. So that is also Venus. Venus, our day-to-day life, our enjoyment, our luxuriness, our car, our health, our movement to different place that may be spiritual, that may not be spiritual. So all are there with the Venus. So Venus is very important. Today our journey, step by step, we are entering. Some question is arise. Venus is not so much positive in my chart, or Venus is negative. Same thing. What is the meaning is that? Prior to entering into the chart, we are no doubt coming to the chart. How can we diagnose the Venus is not so strong in a particular person, particular native? From the very look and relationship with the family, relationship with the office, relationship with the outer world, when very well, very good, Venus is positive. But when the relationship in office, in family, in friend circle, in social atmosphere, always something is not okay. So Venus is negative. Now, this is the apparent conditions. Now question is coming, my Venus is negative, how it can be positive? What is the remedial measure is there? First of all, we already told. The lordship of Venus goes to Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of wealth. So, we have to worship Lakshmi Narayan, Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi to prayer. for our elegance, for our wealth, for our relationship, for our love, for our romance, for our success, for our marriage. So, Lakshmi Narayan prayer is one of the remedial measures. So many remedial measures is there. In the present life, people are using perfume to make the atmosphere more pleasant, not to attract others. So that perfumes is nothing but the Venus. So any medicines for too much beneficials for the human life, that is Sanjeevani. In the past life, it comes from the Ayurvedic regions. In present time, it is vast. There may be allopathic, Ayurvedic, or so many medicines are there. But here, it is the Sanjeevani Shakti, the medicine is Venus. It is from the 8th house from Venus, which zodiac sign is there, that to be analyzed properly, how the native will get recovery from his illness. Now actually Venus has the 7th aspect like other planets. But today's journey, from Venus we are discussing 10th zodiac sign. Why? It is the Parshadishti. And our practical experience is there. 10th from Venus is very important. And which zodiac sign it is falling. If it is negative zodiac sign with respect to Venus, it may not give good results. But if it is positive with respect to the Sukra Dev, then it give good results. Now, coming to the astrological point of view, the charts. We are generally discussing the D1 chart, birth chart, then D9, Navangsha Kundali, then for work, etc., career, then our D10, and also for our amusement in life. Then we have to see the D27, D30, D60, or the deep-rooted planets are there giving or unraveling that planet. We are getting the Sanjeevani Shakti. So now we are coming to the Kalpurush Kundali and main emphasis on 10th from the Venus, and at the end we are taking 3 eminent personality having so much beauty, having so much wealth, having so much prosperity. All criteria is there. That chart will be analyzed. Now coming to the Kalpurusha Kundali. Coming to the Kalpurush Kundali. When Venus is posited in different house, Aries sign, Taurus sign, Gemini, Cancer, and so on, up to Aquarius and Pisces. That means when Venus is posited in Mesh, Bishop, Mithun, Cancer, Singha, Kunna, and so on, up to Kumbha and Pisces, what will be the effect? Venus is a positive planet. Venus is the planet auspicious one, benefic one. Lordship goes to actually Lakshmi Devi. So it is a very auspicious planet. Among the other planets, already we discussed, it's the very much deep-rooted one. Now Venus in first house is Kalpurush Kundali, Aries sign. In Aries sign, the sign Lordship goes to Mars and Venus is posited on that house. And from that, Venus aspecting the 7th house own sign, Libra sign. So very good effect. Native spouse will be good looking. Native spouse will be wealthy. So maybe theirs. First house Venus, personality very much attractive. People appreciate the person. But here, Venus was posited in first house. Here should not be any papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspects. Only negative point here is that when Venus is posited in Aries sign, the sign of Mars, there may be some problem in near future. That is a relationship problem. Extramarital efforts may arise. So native have to be cautious. Both the couples, their family life, their love, their romance, their respect to each others, then that type of extramarital efforts will not be theirs. So very important point is that respect to each other. The Venus tells, without respect to each other, then extramarital point is entering into the pictures. Now Venus coming to the second house of Taurus sign, own sign, very good. Sukra Dev, Bishop Rashi. The zodiac sign is itself having too much wealth, prosperity. It is the house of speech, house of food habit. So when Venus is posited in second house, native speech should be controlled, modest speech, accepted by all. Then all work the native can done. So that to be in mind, the Venus when in second house, native speech to be controlled, which word will be placed, that to be think prior to making any prediction or anything. So this is very important. So second house Venus, generally native become very rich, maybe in family business, maybe in high profile job or government job, etc. Here also, when the couple is not conscious about that, they are not making respect to each other, there is less amount of love and romance, and there is any question among the relationship, then here also extramarital efforts may be there. So this is the point. Now today our discussion is that 10th house from the Venus. When Venus is posited in first house, the 10th house is coming on the Capricorn sign. Why 10th house? We already told Parshadrishti and other factor is there. 10th house here in Kalpurush Kundali, it is Capricorn sign, Makar Rashi. So here in the earthy sign, or you may also call Charo Rashi. So Venus here give good effect to the native. So much wealth and prosperity is there. So in 10th house, the house actually owned by house lord Saturn, and 10th house Venus is posited. So native gets so much wealth in near futures. Saturn, Venus, any kind of conjunction is giving too much wealth, but not the good relationship. So native have to be in his mind the relationship, the love, the romance, the respect that we keep in mind. Now we are already in the second house. From second house, the 10th house is the 11th house, house of success, house of profit, house of gain. When Venus is posited in the 11th house, it gives too much wealth, prosperity to the native, no doubt. It is the house of elder brother, elder sister, social circle, not only money, not only wealth. So this is the highest upachaya bhav, and Venus is posited thereby. So this is very important thing. Every time respect between the partners, and for the wealth, and worshipping the deity. That means it may be Lakshmi Narayan, it may be Ganeshji, it may be Hanumanji, as per the Ishtadev of the persons. So when second house Venus is posited, 10th from Venus is the 11th house. Native would get every success. But here, to maintain, Venus should not be negative. That means people's behavior with the other person should be modest. People relationship in the office or in the job or in the profession should be cordial. And relationship with the spouse, there should be love and romance. If all are not there, then problem will come to the native. Now coming to the third house. Third house is Gemini sign. Venus is posited. Gemini sign, Mithun Rashi. Sukra Dev, Gemini zodiac sign. Now here, Venus in the friend's house, the house lord is Mercury. And Mercury, Gemini is very intelligent. So native will be a very intelligent one with the full personality since Venus posited thereby. So when native is too much intelligent, native respect his superiors, native respects his elders, native gives due importance to the younger and make respect with his partner, love, romance. There should not be any problem. But if in Gemini sign, natives become clever, cleverity of the Gemini, the Mercury is there. If any partner have some extra cleverity, then extramarital efforts may introduce into the life. So this house is very important. From this house, 10th house, if we count, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Then the 10th house will be the Pisces sign. 10th house will be the Pisces sign. In Pisces sign, Venus, already we told, very enjoyment life. This is the house of Dev Guru Brihaspati, mean Rashi, the decent house, watery sign, and Datta Guru is enjoyment, very much like that house. So when third house Venus is posited, then a native will get everything in life with the family happiness, family partner, good looking wife, romance, love, all will be there in the third house when Venus is posited. Why third house Venus is posited, so much giving? Third from the 10th from the third is the 12th, the Pisces sign. That's why it is giving so much benefit. Another condition is that third house should be free from Papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspects. Now coming to the fourth house, Cancer sign. Very important, it is also watery sign. Here lordship goes to moon, significating planet also Venus. So this is a peaceful house, having so much wealth, having so much prosperity, so much vehicle supports, so much wealth, friend circle, all are there when fourth house Cancer sign Venus is posited. Now today's discussion is that 10th from Venus, it is the 7th house, 8th house, 9th house, 10th house. So 7th from Venus, it is the Lagna, it is the ascendant. So native strength, native vitality, native Sanjivani Shakti will increase us. And native is very much famous in his society. Native's first house is native identity, personality, all will be increased going to the fourth house Venus, since it is the 10th from the Venus. So it is a very much good conditions. Now here also the fourth house should be free from papkatari malefic conjunctions. Now coming to the fifth house of knowledge, talent, fifth house of progeny, fifth house of creations, fifth house of higher educations, fifth house of speculative business, fifth house of romance. Now Venus is posited thereby. Venus is the planet of romance and posited in the house of romance. So there will be good relationship with the partners, an enjoyable life. Prior to the marriage, this house is. After that, native's seventh house, so marriage will take place, and ninth house, the fortune of marriage will be there. When we are entering into the Navamsa Kundali, the fourth house gives the married life happiness. So in the fifth house Leo sign, Venus is very important. Actually, it is the house of Leo, lordship goes to Sun. So Sun and Venus not friends to each other. So they have to make the adaptability for adjustment. Another point is that 10 from Venus we have to count. It is the Leo sign, so 7th house generally is the Aquarius, 8th is Min, 9th is Aries, 10th is Taurus. So native 10 house from Venus, from 5th house, 10th house is the second house as per Bhavat Bhavam, and native gets too much wealth by his intelligence, by his progeny, by his children, and also the intellectual capability. Native may be a great celebrity one when 5th house Venus is posited, and so much wealth, happiness, all are there in the second house of food habits, second house of speech. Native have to maintain his speech, native have to maintain his food habits for getting the pleasant atmosphere. Now Venus coming to the 6th house. This is not very good for Venus. It is the raw green refu competitions and the pleasant planet, the planet of wealth, planet of love, planet of romance posited in the 6th house. So this is not good combination. That's why Venus is debilitated in Virgo sign and exalted in Min, Pisces sign. Now what happens Venus when posited here in the Virgo sign? Native have to keep in mind, other than his working Jagat, native have to take due importance to the family life. If anything, difference of opinion between two partners, that ultimate goes to the extramarital efforts, etc. So 6th house Venus, native have to be cautious about the respect to the other partners. And if there is no Papkatri malefic conjunction, a native would great success, recover from illness, native repay the loan debt, and also crack the competitive examination like that educational level, NEET, IIT, also that of job level, executive examination of state level or of that of the national level. So all will be there. Native may be a great surgeon and Venus is posited in 6th house, day-to-day contact with the people. Native may be a lawyer, then day-to-day contact with the people. So this is the house of service to the people that will be there. Now we are coming to the 7th house. Coming to the 7th zodiac sign, Libra, where if Venus is posited. If Venus is posited in Libra sign, its own zodiac sign, very strong here, why? And Venus giving 7th aspect on the 1st house. So 1st house, native appearance, native personality, native strength of life, vitality, all will be increased. Native get easily his destiny when 7th house Venus is posited. Full support of partner, full support of spouse will be there. Native would success in partnership business, in diplomatic work, when Venus is posited in the 7th house. Now 10th from Venus, this is our main discussions. It is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 4th house from Lagna, the Cancer sign. 7th house is actually spouse. 4th house is mother. So there will be cordial relationship with mother and the spouse if in the 7th house Venus is posited. So this is unique combinations. Venus in Libra sign and the 10th house from Venus is the Cancer. So Cancer is the watery sign. And here all the signification is there. Wealth, vehicles, it is friend circles, it is mother care, all are there. A native would get positive effect from that house. Only condition is that 7th house should be free from Papkatari, malefic conjunction, malefic aspects. Now we are coming to the 8th house, house of transformations, house of stress, house of inheritance, house of hidden work, house of occult, house of astrology. Now 8th house, Venus is posited thereby. If Venus is well placed in the 8th house, means exalted, own sign and friend sign, very good. From here, Venus aspecting the 2nd house of wealth, 2nd house of bank balance, 2nd house of prosperity. That will be there. Here, from here, we are, if you count 10th, from here, 7th house is the 2nd house, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th house is the 5th house, house of knowledge, house of creativity. So when Venus is posited in the 8th house, native have general sense of creations, general sense of beauty, general sense of aestheticness. Native may be a great celebrity one when in 8th house Venus is positively posited. Since from 10th, from 8th as per Bhavat Bhavam, it is the 5th house. 5th house is knowledge, creation, wealth, higher education, children, speculative business. In every spheres, native would get success. But here is the problem. If native in the 8th house Venus is posited and both the partner not respect each other, then there will be difference gradually increases. That may go to the court also, and separation and divorce also. So that to be keep in mind. Both the partner on Venus in the 8th house should respect each other. Love and romance to be kept throughout the life, and also in the last life they may make the spiritual journey, then it will be very good. Otherwise, extramarital affairs will enter through the 8th house of transformations. Now coming to the 9th house. 9th house, the house of divinity. It is the house of Dev Guru Brihaspati. It is the house of father blessings, house of teacher blessings, house of higher learning, house of religiousness, house of spirituality. Now Venus is posited thereby. Actually, in the house of Dev Guru Brihaspati, the Guru of the demon posited thereby. So in Sagittarius, Venus also giving good results. Native get further support. Native may strength in the society. Native get with different degree from different universities throughout the world. 9th house, having any relationship with the 12th house, then he may go to the abroad. So 9th house Venus is very good, and it is also in the house of fortune. Native become very much lucky in the house of Devguru Brihaspati, there is a Sukra Dev is placed. All condition will be satisfied. Now, today our discussion is stain from Venus. So now it is Venus in Sagittarius to the actually Leo, it is the 9th house. And 10th house is the Virgo sign. So Virgo sign, what is the Virgo sign? Day-to-day work, people serving, Rukh, Rifu, competitions, native would get success when Venus is posited in Sagittarius sign, 9th house. Only condition is that 9th house should be free from Pap Khatri, malefic conjunction, malefic aspect. Coming to the 10th house, highest altitude house, highest altitude Kendra house. Now Venus is posited thereby. Actually Venus for love, romance, beauty, wealth, all are there. But it is the house of karma, karmic house. Lordship goes to Saturn. So native have to be more cautious about his karma, about his professions, about his career, about his duty. And from 10th from this house, actually 10th from 10th, it is the 7th house. So anything related to the spouse, marriage, partnership, business, diplomatic work, that will be successful when in the 10th house Venus is posited. Provided condition is that in the 10th house there is no Pap Khatri. Now coming to the 11th house, Venus is posited. 11th house is the house of success, profit, gain. Venus here gives too much wealth, prosperity there. From here, the 10th house we have to count. From here, 7th house is the Leo sign, 8, 9, 10th. The 10th house is actually 8th house. So, when wealth placed Venus in the 11th house, native get good result of 8th house related thing. That means transformation from poverty to richness. Transformation from engineering to the singing ability. Transformation from general to aesthetic one. So all will be there. It is the transformation is there. Native get inheritance properties. Native also may be in hidden work like exercise, maybe in the intelligence, maybe in the CBI, all will be there. Native would get success. Now, Venus in the 12th house of Pisces sign, very much desired house of Sukra Dev, the Pisces sign, Lordship goes to Devguru Brihaspati. Here Venus is exalted. Here Venus makes so much expenses, no doubt, but Venus makes the life enjoyable. And from here we have to count 10th house. Here it is the 7th house, 8, 9, 10th. That is the 9th house. So when Venus is posited in the 12th house, fortune will be elevated. That it become more fortunate. That it become more lucky. So 12th house Venus is very important. So all the houses we are covering for Venus placement, and 10th from Venus is very important thereby. Coming to the chart of Shah Rukh Khan, great celebrity actor of Mumbai. Date of birth 2nd November 1965. Time of birth 2:30 a.m. Place Delhi. Now this is the bar chart of Shah Rukh Khan. What is revealing today's context? That is Venus, Sukra Dev. Venus is posited in the 5th house of talent, 5th house of intelligence, 5th house of knowledge, in Sagittarius sign. Dhanu Rashi, Venus is posited. And in the Gemini opposite side at 180 degree, Jupiter, Dev Guru Brihaspati is posited. So Dev Guru Brihaspati in the 11th and in the 5th, Daitya Guru Shukracharya at 180 degree, both are giving aspect to each other. So Dev Guru and Daitya Guru makes the chart very strong at 180 degree conjunctions. Next, our main discussion, 10th house from Venus. Venus in the 5th house, 7th house here in the Gemini sign, 8, 9, 10. That is the second house, Bhargo sign, Kanya Rashi. So native gets too much wealth by his intelligence. Kanya Rashi is the lordship goes to Mercury. Mercury is the symbol of intelligence. So by his intelligence, by his acting career, that is Venus, he is famous celebrity actor of Bollywood. Not only Bollywood, he is famous throughout the world. So this is Venus-Jupiter conjunctions. We already told single planet may not do the job, but by the conjunctions, by the Raj Yog, by any kind of Yog, actual effect is coming. So here is the Venus-Jupiter conjunction. Not only that, in the Kendra house, in the 4th, that is Kumbha Rashi, that means Aquarius zodiac sign, Saturn is posited in Mool Trikona, making the Shasho Raj Yog. So Raj Yog is there in the Kendra house. Conjunction is there, Raj Yog is there. Not only that, in the house of wealth, Scorpion sign, the Lordship Mars itself is posited in the house of wealth, 4th house, with friends Mercury. Now Mercury, Mars and Ketu all are aspect in the 10th house of professions. He is so much serious about his day-to-day career, day-to-day job. So that is there. And in the 10th house, Rahu is posited. 10th house Rahu, very positive result for talented persons, for creative persons, for business world, for executive world. 10th house Rahu give positive result always. And that Rahu is posited in Taurus sign. So Rahu is exalted here. So this is the strong chart of Shah Rukh Khan. This chart of Hrithik Roshan's date of birth 10th January 1974, time of birth 3:24 am, place of birth Mumbai. This is the birth chart, D1 chart of Hrithik Roshan's. Today our journey is Venus, Sukra Dev. That Sukra Dev is posited in Capricorn sign, friend sign, that lordship goes to Saturn. And Venus is very strong in the 3rd house and conjunct with Jupiter. So Jupiter-Venus conjunction 3rd house, and that conjunction aspecting the 9th house by 7th aspect on Moon. So Jupiter-Moon making Gajkesari Yog. Not only that, Jupiter is Jeev Karaka, Venus is the wealth, and Moon is the liquid money, wealth. All are there in the life of Hrithik Roshan's. Now today's journey is 10 from Venus. Venus in the 3rd house, so 9th house is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So Libra sign, 12th house is the 10th from Venus. Now 12th house is very much deeply oriented for Venus. Here Venus get the enjoyment. So native may go abroad, native may go distant places and get enjoyment in life. No doubt some expenses will be there. That is possible in the life of Hrithik Roshan's. Now in this chart, what happens? Saturn and Ketu in the 8th house. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th aspect on the talent is coming. So Saturn in the Bhargo sign and 8th Lord Mercury is posited. It is also 8th Lord and 11th Lord. 8th Lord and 11th Lord Mercury in the second house. And 10th Lord Sun also in the second house, giving too much wealth. Rahu also giving too much wealth in Sagittarius. If the environment is okay, that means native is too much hardworking, dedicated, discipline, responsibility bearing. All are there in the life of Hrithik Roshan. Now 6th house Mars in his own sign. 6th house is day-to-day hard work, dedication, discipline, responsibility bearing. All are there in the life of Hrithik Roshan. But highest important point today's journey is Venus. And 10 from Venus is the Libra sign, the balanced sign, the relationship sign, the romance sign, the wealth sign. All are favorable in case of Hrithik Roshan. Coming to the another example charts, Scarlett Johansson's great Hollywood actress for long time. Date of birth 22 May 1984. Time of birth 12 p.m. Place of birth New York. So this is the chart, the birth chart of Scarlett Johansson's. What is the unique in the chart? In this chart, the Lagna Lord is the Saturn. That Saturn is exalted in the 10th house of profession. He is very much cautious about his profession, dedication, discipline, responsibility, all are there. Not only that, in the Lagna, Mars is exalted, the determination is there to go forward, to get the destiny. All are there in the charts. Now coming to the 11th house. 4 planets in Scorpion sign, aspecting the 5th house of talent. Day by day, her talent is increases. 7th house is people. 7th house Lord of Cancer sign Moon in the 11th house. So day by day, you get interacted or influenced by the people. So much love for Scarlett Johansson's. This is owing to the 7th Lord in the 11th house. Now today's main discussion on the Scarlett Johansson chart, where Venus is posited. Venus in the 12th house, in the Sagittarius sign, very strong. 12th house is very much enjoyment house of Venus, Sukra Dev. And here together conjunction with Guru Dev Brihaspati. So Venus Jupiter conjunction in Sagittarius sign, own sign of Guru Dev, very strong. Now from here, Guru Dev give the 5th aspect on the 4th house of wealth, prosperity. Guru Dev 7th aspect on the 6th house of day-to-day work. And Guru Dev 9th aspect on the 8th house of talent, hidden journey. All are there. Now Venus have only the 7th aspect. They are giving to the 6th house of day-to-day karma. But important point is that 10th from the Venus we have to calculate. Venus here in the 12th house. So 7th house is Gemini sign. 8th house is Cancer. 9th house is Leo. 10th house is Virgo. This is 9th house in actual chart. So Venus enhance the fortune, the luck of Scarlett Johansson. Not only Venus, but Venus-Jupiter conjunction also doing the same job. 9th house is the actually significating house of Jupiter. So this chart is very unique with respect to 12th house Venus in Sagittarius sign.